Good morning and a very warm welcome to one and all present here. Please keep in mind the following pointers before the session begins. Kindly rename yourselves as name underscore roll number. Video and audio have been disabled for all the attendees. In case of any query, kindly address it through the chat box to xcs underscore queries. Please maintain decorum at all times during the meeting. We'll wait for the other attendees to join in and we shall start the session then. Please be patient. Please keep in mind the following pointers before the session begins. Kindly rename yourselves as name underscore roll number. Video and audio have been disabled for all the attendees. In case of any query, kindly address it through the chat box to xcs underscore queries. Please maintain decorum at all times during the meeting. On behalf of the Xavier's Commerce Society, it is an honor to welcome you to the much-awaited Insignia 2022 Rise of Imperium. We'll now have a short video for all of you. Social Nation is a collective initiated by One Digital Entertainment and Event Capital. In 2019, Social Nation had the biggest digital content and creator fest in Mumbai, which we all know was a huge success. Moving on, our speaker for today is Ms. Rashmi Chadha. A journalism and communication graduate, Ms. Rashmi Chadha has always been an avid wanderlust. She did her research into foreigners traveling to India, especially females, by conducting few tours as freelancer and came up with Wovoyage. Even after having a hearing handicap, she has great observation skills. She also supports disability initiatives. Always keen on bringing about a change to Indian startup ecosystem, she founded Wovoyage that creates women-friendly customized packages, assigning them expert women guides. She also worked with many NGOs along with traveling, and while doing that, she was stuck with the idea of Vovoyage. Miss Rashmi Chadha built the foundation of her company, a women-centric travel startup. She is a national player netball, judo, and cricket. She was featured in media including Vogue, NDTV, and Femina. She has also been a speaker at TEDx, GSMA, and ITB Asia. We are grateful to have you amidst us today. Without further ado, we would request you to begin with today's session, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ishita, for the wonderful introduction. And I'm very happy, now kids are looking forward to learn from, entrepreneurs who have taken their journeys. And I'm sure, you guys will create another big unicorn or startups, right? So that's how. And I'm looking forward. So we have a, question and answer. So let's start it.
Yes, ma'am. So, can you enlighten us on what was the thought behind your startup and how did you come up with it and what made you establish it?
Okay. So, of course, there's not one day, you think about it and you start next day. There's, a lot of process that goes on. And for me, that process was, when I was growing up. So as Ishida already mentioned in my introduction, I played the 16 school nationals in different games. So when I was, 12 years old, I've been traveling and, going out with unknown people, like, of course, mostly, women, and I call, with them, I was representing Delhi. So, मेरे school से भी same जने नहीं होते थे from, different school. So we used to represent Delhi at different, like for example, Chennai. We travel vastly, Gujarat. I remember and Madhya Pradesh, a lot of events. So what happened? I used to meet these people, and they say, Delhi is not safe for women. And I know there are a lot of cases, but it's not Delhi, it's not India, it's around the world. So we have to make, places safer for women so they can go out and explore. And that same thing happened when I travel abroad. I was 19, I went to London for my shorter course, and been to Japan, Australia, a lot of other countries. And then wherever I was going, and they say the same thing. They want to explore our country, but then they are afraid because the news and that older perception they have about our country. And that's how, that idea stuck in 2011. So I was working for ITC. I was a category champion, and I learned in corporates, how to manage things. But in 2011, I met with an accident, and then I lost my hearing. It was a major accident, and you have I was, resting. I was in a bed rest for 2 years. So what happened? I got up. I said, I want to go out and explore world. In that bed rest also, I was, thinking very positive. Whatever happened to me, uh, I got second life, and I need to make changes. And I start traveling again. So I went to Gurdwara Manikaran in Manali, and I stayed there. मैंने trip to plan करी थी for a week, and then that trip extended to a month, 2 months, and I start exploring. And there I meet like a lot of foreign famous. So that's how that idea, comes in, that I want to start something up, which is, create impact, creates positive image for our country, so that women who are traveling in, planning a trip in India, they can travel safer. And in this, that process, it's not just a travel company who's making an itinerary. We did a lot of other things, like we made women guides. Like for example, somebody studying in a designing school, and they know about fashion, so we were making them a fashion, tour guides. And same way, food tour, food tour guide, and these, like, so that you can, guys who are studying, in the college, they can make part-time income. So that's how that whole model, I connected dots, and that's how Wovoyage have become the entity. So I did a lot of research actually, and I've gone for social, like one of the course, social entrepreneurship. Earlier, I thought I'll start an NGO, but I realized when I can make up a profit-making business, and then maybe I can donate. So that's a side part. We do it, and in 2016 we started Wovoyage. So that's been the journey. And it's not a one day I planned and thought about it and did it. I know a lot of, so I feel, and I've been passionate about traveling, always. And मुझे अपने देश के लिए कुछ करना था, तो मुझे लगा this is can be a very good way. I know ये smaller impact create करेगा, but in a positive way. So now we are working with a lot of embassies. So again, embassy में भी positive image जा रही है, so that they book their tour, their women are traveling in India safely and nicely, and they give that feedback in the embassy, and trying to create the positive impact. Yeah.
I'm sure this motivated a lot of women to actually go out there and take the next step. Ma'am, the next question for you is, what are some of the challenges that you have faced as a woman entrepreneur in this country?
Wow. No, I say not just women entrepreneur. In this country, it's around the world. And I say not just, so what happened, there is a perception, and mostly everyone have that we can't do things by ourselves, even if it's traveling, तो कहेंगे कि पापा के साथ जाओ, भाई के साथ जाओ, हम नहीं कर सकते, yeah, anything, even if driving. I love riding bikes. And then I remember in my college in 2002, I passed out in 2004. तो मैं actually school से भी bike करती, but मैं ज़्यादा नहीं करती, because of course legally 18 होना ज़रूरी है. So उसके बाद 2004 में I started doing biking, and then still people used to have doubt कि लड़की है bike चलाएगी. अब तो फिर भी time have changed, people perception is changing and everything. So a lot of challenges have came up. I remember sharing my idea in a first go. Everyone have that doubt कि आप कैसे start करोगे. And then you are not from IIM or some big colleges. You have not studied any I didn't do my masters also. मैंने complete नहीं करी थी social entrepreneurship, because I was already 28. मेरा idea set था. मेरे को सिर्फ business model बनाने के लिए I've gone for the course. I won't say guys drop out is a good idea, but for me that was the right time. I need to do it. नहीं तो कोई और idea लेके उस time पे कर देता. So वो funding के लिए हो तभी we get we have to face challenges. They ask are you married? When are you getting married? They think after marriage you can't do continue your things, because again old perception, they think that families you go into, maybe they won't allow you. I am married, it's been 4 years, I'm doing fantastic, so it's not like that. So and I talk about that fun things. They think women can't handle finance, and I think they're the best ones. अगर घर में देखा हो, अगर आपके पापा भी you're in your family is also, mother handle everything in the house. And so these are the major even lot of networking. So networking is very important. Right now it's it's very important. I'm not saying you have to go to someone to always go for the benefit. It's like you're learning, you're growing your network to understand things in the industry. और वो जरूरी नहीं है same में. मेरे network जरूरी नहीं है everyone is in travel industry. I have a lot of people even in finance, because they indirectly also teach me a lot of things, which is very, very important in the startup. So so we face a lot of challenges, but I'll say one thing, that if you're thinking to do something, believe in yourself and go ahead. Problems तो आएगी, and I won't say कि ये लड़कों को नहीं आती है, मतलब they also face things, but वो थोड़ा सा difference होता है. उनसे कोई ये नहीं पूछता कि आपकी शादी कब होगी, अगर शादी होगी तो आप business continue करोगे. So I think we need to change that perception. We need more women entrepreneurs, and then we need those guys who support those women entrepreneurs. So to break that perception, and
So, ma'am, on this note, how would you give 3 suggestions to all the budding women entrepreneurs, or for that matter, every entrepreneur that is out there, and what would your advice be to them?
Yeah. First, again, I always mention, believe in yourself, believe in your ideas. अगर आपने कुछ नया create करा है, make people understand it, find ways, in different ways, because you'll be the first one who will be creating it. So you have to make them understand. uh, Test your business model. I believe in first 100 customers are very, very important who is using your product or services. Get the best views. आप चाहे उनसे कुछ भी इकर अगर आप चप्पल भी बेच रहे हैं ना, that like there are some startups like Kai, I know a lot of women, so maybe उन्होंने buy करा हो. So how they did it? So you have to take a lot of reviews, to understand and improve it. बुरा मत मानो, because वो customer, your first 100 customer will make you stronger and better. Then second part is learn everything. Learn everything. You should know everything. I'll tell you my story. I didn't know how to do coding and everything, or website banana. I remember maybe first, like when I started Wovoyage, I paid almost 55-60K. I know for the startup it's a big thing. मेरे कोई funded नहीं थी. I was using my own money. And then उस time पे 2016 में आ गया था YouTube and all that, तब भी सब कुछ था. But इतनी तब भी knowledge नहीं थी. तो मेरी वेबसाइट को ब्लंडर कर दिया उन्होंने. So I realized, and then I learned myself. Now I invested in a few startups. I have created their website. I have learned it my way while doing my business. To understand even finance. I'm saying you have to learn everything being an entrepreneur. Or a funny story. So I am very connected to Japan, and we have our office there also. I've been from last 25 years. So I take a lot of learnings from there. वहाँ पर क्या होता है, even if you won't get to know that. So I'll tell you. तो क्या हुआ, एक वहाँ पे क्या है, क्लीननेस बहुत है. तो वहाँ पे एक जो सीवर कंपनी है, like they're biggest, like JCB, so they're the biggest one. So I've seen one person, and my uncle is an engineer, so he was there, and उनके साथ में कोई ना उनसे से निकल के आया और कुछ मशीनरी कनेक्ट कर रहे थे नीचे के, क्योंकि पाइपलाइन. And he said he's my boss, like he's a millionaire, he's cleaning that. And from there I learned things. Even मेरे office में भी, like, so we used to like we had a team like 18 women and office में. One time like bathroom was not clean, और and women के लिए बहुत important है. I clean myself. और मैंने कहा कि कोई problem नहीं है. So I do everything. I'm telling you. I know you have to figure it out ways, but then the quick things, don't get afraid or shy, क्योंकि ये सब अपना ही काम है ना. मतलब क्या बड़ा छोटा, मतलब I believe in self. So you have to be very humble and select the best team, which is very important. Even if you're looking for your co-founder, even if you're looking for any member in your team, because in startup it's not like 9 to 5. You have to work all the time. अभी आज Saturday है, मैं भी I'm interacting with you guys, और मुझे I have to do work. So ऐसा Saturday Sunday नहीं होता है, तो वो भूल जाना. But then again, if you're choosing what you love, like you're passionate about, you have to go for it. So those are the things I say, करिए. And then please कितने भी successful हो जाए और कितने भी हार, मतलब कभी भी always up for learning. Keep learning. कई बहुत सारे ऐसे cases है. मेरा भी I remember I started with my sister first startup, and वो fail था. And तो failure से भी ना कभी हार नहीं माननी चाहिए. You have to believe in yourself. Keep inventing. क्योंकि कहते हैं ना कि आप एक बार fail हो गए तो next time तो improve करोगे ही. So yeah. So these are the things I recommend, guys. Do it. And technology को बहुत अच्छी तरह से लें. Learn about technology, which is very, very important, because everything is about tech, right? It's social media, it's creating website, it's metaverse is coming, NFT is there. I know you guys must know आजकल के बच्चों को ज़्यादा पता होता है हमारे टाइम से. तो but then keep learning it and yeah, grow.
I'm on that note, while you were talking about facing failure, I'm sure all of us have faced failure at some point in our lives. So can you share an incident with us where you have faced something like that, and like how did you overcome it?
Yeah, actually for me, I'll say I'll talk about entrepreneurial and then in personal life also. So I remember there are at times, job, it was very difficult even to give, salaries, pata nahi hota tha. And then, so I was paying everyone except me. So I used to travel in metro and DTC bus, to do that, to cope up with those things, you know. So I think that would be a challenge. I used to start at 7 in the morning, और मैं ऑफिस पहुंची थी 9, मतलब उसको ट्रैवल टाइम इतना ज्यादा लगता था, एंड लोकल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, इवन इफ यू हैव एवरीथिंग, सो एवरीवन थिंक्स, from the outer world, they say their life is perfect, but then you have challenges, a lot of challenges. And in personal life, like I'll say, after my accident, when I lost my and still, I have a lot of difficulties. I can't do skydiving now. I can't do scuba. So these are the challenges. But I enjoy in a different way, because I have felt, कि जो hearing handicaps हैं, उनको क्या feel होता है, and जिनको दिखता नहीं है उनको क्या feel होता है. मतलब क्या कमी है. मतलब पहले क्या था, I was very confident about everything. मैं बहुत born type थी, मतलब कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But अब मुझे समझ आता है, अगर कोई मोटा है तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है, क्यों नहीं कर सकता. तो कोई कम नहीं है. Everyone is best. You have your own capabilities. So realize, think about those things. जरूरी नहीं आप perfect हो, nobody is perfect. Even अभी तो आलिया भट्ट को everyone, she is also not perfect. In anyone, like take beautiful women in the world. Aishwarya Rai life is not perfect, or maybe Oprah Winfrey life is not perfect. So nobody's life is perfect. But then think about yourself, what you have, your best things, and keep, working for it. So, and stay happy यार. जितने भी challenges हो life में, खुश रहना बहुत जरूरी है. I know tension होती है, उसके लिए बहुत सारी चीजें you can do. I do a lot of meditation. मेरे तो इतना भी हो रहा था, मैं तेल लगा के, and अपना घर पे, I did a spa. Of course, I go for spa, but when I don't have time, I do this. I take a lot of, तेल लगा के, I take a lot of hot showers. जब pressure बढ़ जाता है ना, I take that. I sometimes I dance, because to get away from that pressure. So, but then I believed in, and I tell a lot of people, वो कहते हैं कि, for example, I remember I used to get afraid of giving presentation. मुझे अब डर नहीं लगता, because मैंने कहा ना, मेरे एक्शन के बाद ये चेंजेस आए हैं लाइफ में. I believed in, जिसने मुझे सुनना है वो सुनेगा, क्योंकि मैं अपने लाइफ के एक्सपीरियंसेस आपसे शेयर कर रही हूँ, या मैं अपने वर्क के बारे में बता रही हूँ. और जिसने नहीं करना, आप कितने भी बेस्ट हो तब भी कोई नहीं सुनता. बट अगेन, बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ, डू इट योर ओन वे, डोंट कॉपी एनीवन, क्योंकि आप अपने बेस्ट वर्जन. दैट्स व्हाट.
The next question is, out of all the booming sectors, what made you choose the travel industry in particular? And are there any changes that you've seen after the inception of your startup?
Yeah, a lot of changes actually. So I'm not from travel background, but again, I am passionate about traveling, and I wanted to change that. So that's why I choose, that's I'm passionate about. If you're passionate about finance, you can do that. You're passionate about education, you can bring changes. Still, our education system is so bad. Sorry for that, like colleges, but then everywhere our education system is still, trying to cope up. So I'm passionate about travel. That's why I've chosen this industry. And a lot of things have changed. Now branding is also become very important part. Social media has become very important part for every company. So I'm heading yatra.com also. So I remember I was taking care of their accounts when they on Instagram they had 1,400 followers, not verified. We got that done, and now they're spending money, on influencer activities, travel content series. So everything has changed now. More become an experience based. So they are. Every company is, thinking about reviews. Earlier they don't care. अगर 2 जनों ने गलत कर दिया, no, अब नहीं है. They take care. They have some customer escalation team. So customer important. So that's how. Your customer is very important now. So that have changed. Social media is playing very important part. I know you must, all of guys, using social media. So that is very important. I suggest, even if you're starting up and तुम्हें ज़्यादा पैसे भी नहीं लगाने हैं, you want to test your idea, Do it on social media. It's free. You create your account, create things, try to take reviews, what they think about that product or services, and you can start your business. It's very easy. I did this video, like you can start your business even in 5,000 rupees. Buy a domain, 200 rupees ka domain aata hai. You can build your website, use WordPress, use Wix. You can create your website. You can make your social media channels, and you can test your idea. How to start it. I think 5,000 bhi maine zyada bole. You can do it even lesser. So yeah, that's the thing.
Ma'am, could you tell us something about your experience in the project at yatra.com?
Yeah. So I'll tell you. So they are my friends. So I speak in a lot of big travel events. I represent India at a very good level. So what happened? They were doing it in an old style. Only they have website. They're not touching that social media. So I interacted. I've taken over their account. Of course, I have a big team, and we did some different strategies. Like influencer marketing. Abhi, there's a campaign going on, Reason to Travel. So I've directed 2 series. Now third series is also coming up, and again, it's a women focus. So I do ideation, and I direct those series, so you can go and watch that. Again, Instagram focus, and that bring like, and then see indirectly what happened. The social media grows. They were getting negative comments that turned into positive comments. Now, of course, see, a lot of people have faced flight cancellations. Even I know in the industry, company can't control that. Any company. So they have faced the same issue. But what happened now in Yatra, it's changed, because they're working with influencers doing positive stories, they're experiencing, and that concept was also very different. It was not scripted for Reason to Travel. And then now we are getting positive comments. So अभी क्या होगा 50 कमेंट अच्छे होंगे तो एक कमेंट आएगा कि हमारी फ्लाइट कैंसिलेशन में है वी एंड देन वी हैव स्पेशली अपॉइंटेड एस्केलेशन टीम टू हैंडल दोस क्वेरीज इमीडिएटली अगर आपको 12 बजे भी आ रही है तो हैव टू डू इमीडिएटली सो दैट्स हाउ I have made Yatra very customer centric, targeting not just old audience, because अभी भी जैसे आप लोगों को गो आईडी वो और ये सब because of ads and इसी से पता है जबकि मेक माई ट्रिप एंड यात्रा द ओल्डर प्लेयर and make MMT maybe they played with they did campaigns. So that's how change strategies again modern उसमें उनको डाला है तो आप करिए अगर if you are also starting your business mix and match is very important. Some older techniques and the newer techniques. अब ये भी नहीं हो सकता कि हर बार आपको सब कुछ फंड नहीं मिलेगा. I've seen lot of companies, even I'll tell for Wovoyage also, we raised only first round. उसके बाद I didn't need money to raise another round. Maybe I'll go for a Sequa and Kalari. It's like a biggest organization, like venture funds. They came, reach out to us. I said, no, we are not ready. I don't want to give out so much stake, on such a low money. We are profit making company. We are profitable actually. So think about that also. Don't think कि आप startup बना रहे हो और कल ही fund raise कर लोगे. No, become profitable. Na? Why do you want to raise fund? If you want to raise fund, think about it. Like you want to build 100 लोगों की team and the best of our technology. और उससे आप क्या gain करेगा? So for future plan, your goals is also very important. Write that out. Make that plan. It's very important. For me right now, I don't need funds. Maybe next 2 years, जब COVID थोड़ा ease up, release हो जाएगा, we will, maybe. I don't know right now. Maybe my branding is so stronger. So there is a lot of formula. So I talk about finance बहुत important है. हमेशा अपनी sheets अच्छे से maintain करें. अपने CA बहुत अच्छे रखें. Because finances से ही आपको funding मिलती है. Your company valuation also comes in. And you have to go for another thing. For example, आप raise fund भी कर रहे हो तो आपकी company की value निकलती है. और उस value का भी से stake dilute होता है. अगर मेरी कंपनी की वैल्यू 30 करोड़ निकली है 40 करोड़ निकली है तो उसी की वैल्यू पे मेरी स्टेक डाइल्यूट होगी और सो आई थिंक अब ब्रांडिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगी उससे भी वैल्यू बढ़ेगा सो आई थॉट व्हाई नॉट लेट्स वर्क ऑन मोर ब्रांडिंग वी क्रिएट मोर वैल्यू एंड वी गो इवन इफ यू आर रेजिंग any million like 1 million so I'll go out on a lesser stake dilution so That's a part. And then very important part, who are your investors? Because फिर वो entrepreneurial journey नहीं रहती कि कोई आपके सर पे बना रहता है. Choose your investor also very wisely. So yeah.
All right, ma'am. Coming back to the core idea of Wovoyage, which is actually letting women pursue their dreams. So, what, according to you, is the idea of a modern liberal woman?
Wow. There's no, everyone is different. No idea. I can't describe a man or women, idea about it. I think we all need freedom of thoughts, freedom of speech, and freedom of going anywhere. We all want it. Actually, ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ लड़कियों के साथ हो रहा है. It's with lot of guys also. They face problem. Their parents don't allow them to go out. They don't not letting them to believe in their dreams. कि वो कहते हैं कि हमें कुछ स्टार्ट करना है, वो कहते हैं नहीं, let's you have to do a job. So it's not just women. I say, let's change the perception of, let's not go with genders. We are all humans. We all need everything what we want to do. So that's very important. And then and I won't say only to women. I'll ask guys, support your girls in your life. So anyone, even your mother, your sister, your friends, anyone. So if they are very good, we are getting support from other human. So they're happy. And then two girls also, support each other. I know they do it to a lot of men. कहते हैं ना, हर successful man के पीछे औरत का हाथ होता है. So I think बहुत सारी successful women के पीछे भी उनके life में men का भी हाथ होता है. So if my husband, have always they doubt things and वो करते रहेंगे, तो मैं mindset मेरा free नहीं होगा, to do things, right? So I think we have to support each other. That's what I think. There is no specific things I want to mention about them. Yeah.
That's a great thought. Ma'am, according to you, what can we as college students do to bring about a change in the entire startup ecosystem at this stage?
Wow. So I mentioned, guys, if you have an idea, you can test it out. 5,000 ज़्यादा नहीं है. अगर वो भी लगता है कि आपको नहीं मिल रहे हैं pocket money, you can intern in some companies. Even we are hiring interns. तो बहुत easy job है. आप 2-3 घंटे भी आप रोज का काम करते हो. You make 3 to 5K, and you can start your idea. Say I mentioned, go build a website. Do it on social media. Test your idea. That's what. I know होगा किसी का पहले में ही successful होने लग जाए और कई के 4 बार फेल होके भी होगा. But believe in yourself. कुछ नहीं होता. Keep doing it. जैसे मैं कहती हूँ ना कि so for example we buy stuff, right? वो but lifetime तो रहता नहीं है ना, खत्म हो जाता है. But that value you have put in. So यही सोच के कर लो, आपने अपने लिए अच्छा लिया था कुछ, and then उस स्टार्टअप से आप बहुत कुछ सीखोगे. अगर कामयाब है तो भी सीखोगे, फेलियर है तो भी सीखोगे. तो हेल्पफुल तो आपको ही है. So start it. If you think you want to bring a change in something, do it. And I believe in this idea of mind mapping. You search it. This is a very important thing. आप एक शीट पे लिखते हो और बताते हो, उससे आपको कई बार हम क्या होता है, बहुत कंफ्यूज होते हैं. When we are in 20s ना, we are very confused. We don't know what to do, and we like different things because हमने अभी लाइफ में और एक्सपीरियंसेस करने हैं, तब जाके समझ आता है finally what we like. So do mind mapping. It's very important. You will realize what you like most. So yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure that many people in the audience are crippled with fear of public speaking. And I'm given the fact that you're such a brilliant TEDx speaker. How could you just suggest how people can overcome this fear of theirs and how to be more confident and outspoken?
Think it's just you. Don't think about people. It's your idea. You have to deliver. जब हम दूसरों के बारे में सोचते हैं तो हम कभी कुछ नहीं कर पाते. So think about yourself. Think about your ideas. And every time we are not good, we are not best. Maybe आज भी मैं शायद best नहीं होंगी, पता नहीं. Maybe गर्मी ज़्यादा है. I'm not feeling well. Maybe I have a lot of things to do. So, but keep trying. कभी हमारे कहते हैं ना वो I'll say about in girls language, कहते हैं आज हमारा glow day. So things happen. एंड कभी कभार हमारा सैड डे, तो उस सैड डे से ग्लो डे पे इफेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. सो गो आउट इफ यू हैव आइडिया, you want to talk about something, have to be fearless. Don't keep fear in your mind. Be fearless. Important. Talk about it. I am fearless. I am fearless. And go out and speak. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता you are speaking in Hindi, English and your own language. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. जिसने समझना है वो कैप्शन भी ऑन करके समझ लेगा. बट दिल से बोलो. मैं बता रही हूँ. आई नो रट्टे मारते हैं, पर रट्टे वाला ना टॉपिक अब जाता जा रहा है, नहीं चलता. दिल से बोलो, रिसर्च करो अपने टॉपिक्स के बारे में and talk about it. So I believe I have a lot of ideas. I believe picture presentations work best. Even if you want to go out, do picture से बता, because उसमें क्या है, text नहीं लिखा. You don't have to be particular about particular text and we miss out. कभी कभार हम घबराते हैं. एक और बड़ी crazy चीज है, initially होती थी. So I used to run before doing the session. और मैं स्क्वैट्स कर लेती थी. उसी होता है ब्लड सर्कुलेशन बढ़ता है. जब ब्लड सर्कुलेशन बढ़ता है ना, हमें कॉन्फिडेंस ज्यादा आ जाता है, फ्लो. तो नर्वसनेस भी हट जाती है. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो अनदर पार्ट ऑफ डूइंग इट. मैं बताऊं खुद, फॉर मी आई कांट रिमेम्बर 2 लाइन्स. फॉर मी इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. मैं स्कूल में भी इट यूज्ड टू हैपन विद मी. अभी भी आप मुझे बोल दोगे ना कि एग्जैक्टली 2 लाइन सेम मिल रही है, I can talk 10 lines. उसके सिवाय उसी टॉपिक को डिस्क्राइब करने I can talk. मेरे से रट्टे लगते ही नहीं है. So that's why मैं 8 से पहले फेल होया करती थी और 9 के बाद मैंने टॉक करना शुरू कर दिया, because रट्टे खत्म हो गए थे ना. You have to write by yourself and you used to score good. So ये वर्क करता था. तो करिए, be fearless is very important, है ना. और ज्यादा हो तो रनिंग कर लेना 100 मीटर. 100 नहीं, 50 ही कर लो. स्क्वैट्स कर लो, do squats, है ना. So do something like that. These are very good techniques. Some you want to calm. I do a lot of chanting. Something like अभी भी क्या होता है, like मैंने अभी बताया ना, I can do scuba, so I did snorkeling. मुझे थोड़ा सा डर लग रहा था because बहुत टाइम बाद, but मैंने थोड़ा सा चैंट करा और मैं कूद गई. अब जो होगा देखा जाएगा. लाइफ जैकेट तो पहनी हुई है, बंदे भी हैं 4, हो गई और कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. आई डिड वेरी गुड स्विमिंग. मैंने आराम से देखा कोरल लाइफ एंड आई एंजॉयड इट. I came out. ठीक था, हो गया आराम से. So that's how things happen. And I did my first TEDx was in Kolkata only. I did in IEST. So amazing, like kids. उन्होंने काफी already support करा था और अच्छा सेशन गया वहाँ पे. Already 100 से ज्यादा लोग थे. अगेन मैं अपने आइडिया पे टिकी रही, अपने जर्नी पे टिकी रही और मैंने वहाँ पे माना कि सिर्फ मैं ही हूँ यहाँ पर. तो बस आराम से हो गया. So don't have fears. We become fearless and believe in yourself. अगर आपकी रिसर्च अच्छी है, आपको पता है टॉपिक के बारे में, आप मिरर में देख के भी बोल सकते हो. आप ट्राई करो, talk to people, call your friends, speak to them. आपसे वीडियो कॉल जितनी है, do FaceTime, Google call, meet करो, talk about it. आप अपने gestures पे work करो. Very important. आप यूं खड़े होके, I believe in gestures, because even if you're talking something which the other person can't understand, they will look at your gestures and maybe understand better. So work on that. Yeah, that's all.
Right, ma'am. Now that you yourself are such an amazing entrepreneur and you provide mentorship to all budding entrepreneurs across the world. So what, according to you, is your biggest achievement till date?
Wow. Still, कभी भी biggest achievement नहीं होती. Still, you have to go. But I think for me now, when I'm sharing my ideas, I don't get mostly like doubts from people. I can clear it out very easily. For me, that is an achievement. I've learned different things, and अब मैं website बना लेती हूँ, मेरे लिए ये achievement है. So I understand that. So that's it, and I've grown a good community, people who loves me. That's my achievement, and love the idea of Wovoyage. I'm getting support. Even Wovoyage is getting support from the industry. That's the biggest achievement. When people start believing in your ideas, that's the biggest achievement for me. Yeah.
Ma'am, Saj is asking that what should be the networking strategy or for someone who wants to start a startup in today's day and age? Like you mentioned about influencer marketing and social media. So if you could just
Yeah.
elaborate a little on that.
Yeah, sure. So networking again, one is of course you build your personal network. So there are ways, on LinkedIn. So I've seen a lot of kids, they just write hi or just send you a request, nothing else. So you should write what you love about other person and what you want from them. If somebody is writing to me, he ma'am, I've learned about Wovoyage. I want to get into same industry, or maybe they want to learn about social media. They want to do other things. They should write about it. So when see a lot of people like we all are very busy. So when we are getting something like that, just a request or hi, what we should reply? We can't. So this is so I'll say for personal networking, find out people in the industry, even the around, like not just in your industry but other people also will who is inspiring you. So write to them, like use LinkedIn. इंस्टाग्राम में मैसेजेस मिस हो जाते हैं तो उसमें मुझे लगता नहीं है इतना फायदा होगा, बट अगर somebody have a lesser follower, you can do that. The other part is for company, for your startup, networking is also very important. So for example, you're creating for influencer marketing, you want to do if you're into product business, and जैसे मैंने चप्पल वाली बात बताई थी, for example, so you find out the people with the I know bigger influencer, maybe they work with you, you send them as a send them as a gift, and maybe they share in the story, and but then share your why have you started this startup, why you want to bring change in the industry, and why you're reaching out to that particular influencer. Because you just send them, ki I want to give you this product, I think you will look good in it. No, nobody will interact with that, because वो इन्फ्लुएंसर खुद वो प्रोडक्ट बाय करके यूज कर सकता है, वो क्यों अपनी स्टोरी यूज करेगा, or karegi, whatever. So they make money out of that. So why they want to do a paid promotion? But then when you have a story, like a strong story behind your startup, and you're sharing that, maybe they get influenced. Look for the similar influencer who are making change. Like maybe अगर वो आज नहीं करना है, तो we go only to women influencers around the world. Uh, it's micro or macro, like अगर 2000 following भी है और 10 है और लाख भी है, so we go with them, and who's creating beautiful content for the community, so we work with them, and we collaborate. uh, so this is very important, and look out for people who are in your industry or a matching industry, so that can help you out with it. And networking is very important with creators also. अगर आप उनके comments में भी you're writing in a big appreciative comment, they read it. आज पहले होता था 2 3 10 हजार कमेंट्स होते थे, अब यूजुअली यू डोंट गेट इट. इंस्टाग्राम एल्गोरिथम हैज गॉन बैड. हार्डली 700 400 500 1000 कमेंट्स होते हैं, and then one big comment can change, even if you are regularly engaging with someone. Mostly creators, they look at it, they connect with you, even you're a big fan, or you want to do stuff, write it nicely. वो बहुत important है. But I'll say, write to them on their emails. उनकी email ID होती है, if about your product and service and what you want to do, So yes, not all collaborate, but there's some do.
Ma'am, what are your thoughts about a generic corporate job, and like you, why should other people like go and follow their passion? Because a lot of people are scared to do that. So
Be fearless. कहते रिस्क तो लेना ही पड़ेगा, बस वही है. I can't comment on this thing, कि आप मैं बोलूं कल को मुझे नहीं पता आपका आइडिया कैसा है एंड जॉब छोड़ दो. यू हैव टू बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ. इफ यू थिंक यू कैन वर्क आउट, बट एक चीज होगी, सेम स्टडी इनकम नहीं है आपकी फॉर 6 months, 1 साल भूल जाओ, स्ट्रगल होगा. मैंने कहा ना वो बस कितने सारे, अच्छा आई एम श्योर कितने सारे लोगों को एक्टर्स की स्टोरी, नेपोटिज्म तो आई है, पर एक्टर्स की स्टोरी बता ना, वो बॉम्बे जाते थे, स्ट्रगल करते थे, 6 महीने साल भूखे ऐसे कर रहे होते थे. इट्स लाइक दैट, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इज लाइक दैट. सबको छोड़ के आ जाओ घर में जो सब कुछ अच्छा है, देन बाहर आप निकले, आपको सारा नया वर्ल्ड है. यू हैव टू मैनेज योरसेल्फ. 1 साल स्ट्रगल रहेगा, कईयों को 2 साल भी स्ट्रगल रहता है, बट देन सक्सेस कम. बट देन दैट लर्निंग पीरियड इज लाइक अमेजिंग. लाइक वो वनवास राम जी ने तो 14 साल का करा था, हमें 1-2 साल का एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में यू हैव टू टेक अ वनवास. Forget those luxuries. It will happen. But then if you believe in your idea, if you believe in yourself, then go for it. और मैं सबको भी नहीं कहती कि अगर आप मल्टीटास्किंग के लिए रेडी हैं, आप 18 घंटे काम करने के लिए रेडी हैं, तो गो. यू नो आई नो पहले हमें भी डर लगता था कि 9 से 5 है यार, क्या है, 6 बजे फ्री हो जाएंगे, 7 बजे हो जाएंगे, विल कम बैक होम, वीकेंड तो ऑफ है, नथिंग टू डू, आई स्लीप, रिलैक्स, मीट फ्रेंड्स. But I'll say, I have chosen this part. I'm very happy. I'm loving it. क्योंकि मैं हर वक्त उसी चीज के बारे में सोचती हूँ जो मुझे पसंद है. और मेरे आइडियाज भी जो वास्ट निकलते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ नया क्रेजी, वो इसीलिए है क्योंकि वो मुझे पसंद है. तो आप ये सोचो कि अगर आपको वो पसंद है, then only go for it. So that's the thing I'll say. And do mind mapping. Very important. You can Google it. आपको पता चल जाएगा, वो करिए, हर चीज के लिए वर्क करता है.
Thank you so much for such an amazing and informative session. With this, we come to an end for the session, and we are sure that the takings from this session will hold our audience in good stead for years to come. And we are really grateful to get this opportunity to learn from you today, and look forward to hosting you in our future events as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. And guys, I'm on Rashmi Chadha. You can see on Instagram. You can follow me. I share a lot of travel content, but for entrepreneurship also, I share on my story. So stay connected with me. Anything, yeah, mostly if you want to know anything personally, you can connect with me on LinkedIn और Instagram पे भी पिंग कर सकते हो, मैं मोस्टली रिप्लाई कर देती हूँ. एंड गाइस, enjoy. लाइफ बहुत बढ़िया है, आइडियाज है आपके पास, सो गो हेड. Believe in yourself is the thing. Keep saying, I believe in myself and I'm fearless, so everything comes up. सब कुछ अपने आप ना यूनिवर्स आपको जोड़ देता है, बन जाता है. तो जरूर करिए. ऑल द बेस्ट. एंड वी नीड people like you, young generation, to create impact. चाहे वो पॉल्यूशन, ये दिल्ली में बहुत पॉल्यूशन है, कुछ इसके लिए सॉल्यूशन निकालो. इंडिया में ही है एक्चुअली, या आप कुछ और स्टार्टअप कर रहे हो, रिसाइकलिंग ही कर रहे हो, एनीथिंग वर्क्स. लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर. Go out, solve it. Yeah. Thank you so much for inviting me. Good day. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you to all our attendees for having joined us today, and we hope that this session was a great learning experience for you as well. We look forward to hosting you today for Mr. Jaideep Prabhu's session at 7 p.m. and tomorrow for Mr. Amit Khatri's session at 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. for an event filled with entertainment, as we have with us the quirky and charismatic Uruj Ashfaq. Kindly note that your attendance for this session has been noted, and the procedure to avail the credit would be informed to you. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in all our future events.
Did he see my name? The thing is, my name is not obviously Muslim, right? It's not like Zubeda or Fatima or Mughal. Hi, everybody. I'm Aruj, your audience.
Thank you to all attendees. You may now leave the meeting.